good afternoon. We're here in Chicago for the International Society of Technology and Education. What are some of the main nuggets that really come out of technology that is going to change the way we learn and the way we design spaces? What are some of those that you see right now?
Yeah, so I think the digital space is super interesting right now. I think the work around virtual reality is really starting to take root. It was kind of neat before.
Right.
Now we're seeing some amazing opportunities for kids to build empathy around people and places that they couldn't normally experience. I think that's amazing. I think the other piece about the digital space is really this taking the essence of what technology is, which is an opportunity to connect to people and place and planet, and really seeing that now really get into all of our classrooms, all the way down to our kindergartners. I think that's fantastic.
Well, it was very interesting to hear you say opportunity to connect, because the adults for the last several years have always felt that technology does just the opposite. It doesn't allow kids to connect. They're all on their own. They're playing the games and they're doing all those and becoming introverts.
Yes.
And they're not learning how to communicate, work in groups, and that's been kind of a serious challenge, because as I talk to educators at the higher ed, as I listen to companies that are looking for students with technology skills, but all the other skills that come with it. And you said technology is the opportunity to connect.
Yeah.
So how's that working?
Yeah, there's a disconnect about connecting,
It
isn't
really
there?
is. It really
No,
is.
I do think that we are in a day and age where people are screen full. They're in front of a screen, their computer screen, their phone screen, a lot.
Okay.
And all the research that says we're more connected than ever and more lonely than ever. Right? And so it's super interesting, but I think that the space in which we create either allows people to get stuck behind a screen or connect. I was at a session yesterday I was leading. I get to lead a number of sessions here at the conference, where I just changed the dynamic of the room. People went from sitting at a table to we just circled up a group of chairs. But you could do that in a room that had the space to do that. So I think that what happened was we put technology in front of kids, but in spaces that weren't designed to have conversations. So we can have rooms that are a little more agile, that we can go from let's work on the computer to let's sit and look each other in the eye. I have another teacher that says he comes to our classroom and he doesn't tell anybody to sit down. They stand up for the first 5 minutes of class. Kids are connected, shoulder to shoulder. They're looking at each other. It changes the dynamic of things.
Well, certainly the students that I've met with, there's no fear when it comes to technology. Everybody loves technology, but they all come to school, depending on their economic background, with a little different skills because of its availability or lack of availability. When they get to school, how do you see all the kids beginning to come together and, as you said, connect and collaborate, where they're all growing together and teaching one another?
Yeah, one of the pieces that allows for that to happen really is this idea of kids experiencing their learning. So you can take kids from a whole bunch of different backgrounds and you can give them a common experience. That could be technology related, that could be community related, but if you do that, you can really bring kids from a whole bunch of different places together and then give them the tools and how quickly they'll teach each other those pieces in order to make change. And we have a group of kids these days that really want to make change. They're just not activated. And I think that the space matters around that, the conversation matters around that, and the technology matters around that.
Well, certainly the goal for many is to optimize human performance.
Yes.
Make the best of your abilities and with the tools that you have. So kind of a last question here, and I've been monopolizing your time here at the conference. How do you maximize that human performance, and how does space really affect all that?
Yeah, we have a time where stress is at a very high level for students. We know the research is there.
Yep.
I think that we have to be very careful about our space being healing, allowing kids to relax, allowing kids to be thoughtful, giving them space for reflection and time to do that. And we can do that through the school schedule. We can do that with spaces that are common places in the building, libraries, hallways, those sort of places. And we can do that in classrooms as well. but it's super important to optimize performance, that we aren't just trying to push through the stress wall, because that won't result in what we want.
Well, Robert, you know, you've written a number of books. I've been on Amazon. I read the reviews, all good reviews.
Yeah.
So you should feel good about that.
Thanks. Yeah, and we have a new book coming out in August. It's on powerful parent partnerships.
Okay.
Because we really do believe that that needs to be retuned in education, how parents can contribute to this new tech-rich, new space type of learning that's going on.
Well, I ought to get you involved in some of the schools we're designing, because, you know, there's that opportunity to really take a new course, make a course correction, and bring technology and enthusiasm back into the classroom.